So I made this automatic garage for the lawnmower. Hey Google, klipp gresset.
Hei du din svinpels, ta og flytt deg. Johan skal ut og klippe gresset, så du slipper.
Hey Google, parker Johan.
Hei du, pass på nå. Johan går tilbake til garasjen for en påvernatt. Johan is getting some use.
And if you want to see how I made it, stick around.
Step 1 was to find a good spot on the lawn. I marked the lawn where I was going to dig, but after a little while I started to doubt myself. Was I supposed to dig inside the red line or outside? So just to be safe, I did a bit of both. The robot mower is a Segway 105E, and it uses GPS to navigate. In the instruction it says do not place the docking station near the house because of the GPS signal. But what it doesn't say is do not place it inside the house. So I figured, hey, it should be fine. I stole some stones from the beach. I had a moment of doubt. Is that technically theft or... Soon the site was leveled and ready for a concrete slab. I quickly threw together a framework, and with that I could pour both the concrete slab and the foundation wall in one go. To avoid drilling and damaging the narrow foundation wall, I set bolts directly into the framework before pouring the concrete. Time for concrete. I set everything up for a tidy process without any mess. Whatever. I hand-checked the weight of the mower, so I threw in plenty of rebar just to be sure. Or at least, I hope it's strong enough. I had a bit of leftover, so I figured, yeah. And this will of course be covered by some soil at the end. And the next day, something had happened. Now it was rock solid. And if you've seen the video where I built the outdoor kitchen, you know that I'm not exactly a fan of removing framework the day after. I used the diamond disc to try to hide my mess up. It sort of worked. And then it was finally time to build the actual garage. I started by building a simple frame using some 2x2s. Nothing fancy yet. So I matched the roof angle of the cabin and my little house. It's a 36 degrees angle. This whole project actually started because I had some leftover materials from the building of the outdoor kitchen, which you can see in the background. And if you're interested, the whole build video is here at my channel. I had to escape from the, I don't know, knot or gnats in English, horrible little creatures that destroys every perfect evening. the next day. The roof was designed so that I easily could open it. I used 15mm plywood, leftovers from when I poured the countertop for the outer kitchen. So it turns out that I had miscalculated the ridge angle a bit, so yeah. Quick fix with the track saw. Perfect. I slapped on the last of the panel boards. And to stiffen up the structure, I added this. I gave the roof measurements to a tinsmith and he gave me this. It was just to slide it on. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Max was thinking exactly the same thing. I guess I'll have to build another house for Max. And just when I was done and feeling pretty good about the landscaping work, I went ahead and destroyed everything. Of course, a fully automatic garage needs electrical power, so I ran a dedicated circuit from the garage to my little cabin workshop. Then I run the cable into the breaker panel. And luckily I had laid out a few extra conduits, just in case I should do something like this.
Det rører seg litt her.
The Segway comes with an external GPS antenna, and it's this little guy together with the satellites way out there that lets the mower navigate precisely around the lawn without just randomly chopping up everything in its path. And then it was time to make the actual gate. And for that work I went home to my workshop. I went for 2mm thick sheet metal because that's everything I have. So this is of course a plasma cutter. It uses electrical power and compressed air. And with that combined can cut every metal piece that I have. And then time to build the gate mechanism and all the parts to control it. But to do that I needed a 3D printer. But I don't have a 3D printer at the cabin. Or do I? So this is a Flashforge AD5X. A pretty affordable machine, but with way better performance than I expected for the price. So this isn't a sponsored video, but I didn't exactly pay a fortune for the 3D printer either. Flashforge reached out to me and wanted to send me a machine for free, just to hear what I thought about it. I'm a bit proud of that. And just from this project alone, I've gotten a pretty good sense of what this machine is capable of. In short, a lot. And yes, I know, we've gone a bit off track here, but don't worry. We'll be back on course in just a moment. Sorry, just a slight delay. And just like that, it was ready for some work. Just a quick calibration and setup. So for this project, I've designed quite a few custom parts. The first test print on this printer will be a precisely fitted box to hold the electronics for the gate control. And one of the great things about this printer is that it can print in multiple colors, where it switches filament automatically. Super handy. Exactly like the Bamboo Lab X1 carbon that I have at home. But this machine retails at 1/4 of that price. That's a win.
So this is of course the lid for the box, and it's made so that I can sandwich a piece of plastic glass in the middle.
In this case, 4mm thick.
167. So now it's just for me to wait for the machine to be finished with the layer 37, I think. And then I can just lay down the plexiglass, and hopefully the machine will print nicely over the top so that the glass is somewhat sandwiched in the middle. So to fasten the electronics, I'm of course going to use this hole pattern. Just insert some threads. First it's the Arduino. Then it's the H-bridge. Maybe it's better to have it like so. And then there is the display. It's a 1602A. I see now that I have forgotten to remove the supports under here. So this hose is of course for some LEDs. I think that looks quite good.
And then the machine stopped as pre-programmed.
Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Let's hope for the best. Play. Now it prints on top of the glass. Perfect. So now the glass is sandwiched in between.
So while waiting for the lid to be finished printing, I started wiring the electronics. I'm gonna cut a piece of this board to fasten the LEDs. Like so. Okay, so timer out can be a blue one. So this is a 220 ohm resistor. So now I have a common ground, and this is the positive for each LED. I'm just gonna add some wires to this and connect it to the Arduino, like so. So the plan now is that this board should fit under here, like so. Then it's just to figure out where to connect it to the Arduino. And after a couple of minutes, the lid was finished.
Haha.
Then I uploaded the code and it was ready for some testing.
So of course this is the Arduino, and this is the H-bridge that's going to power the actuator, lifting the door up and down. And this is an ultrasonic sensor.
You can hear my microphone picking up noise from the ultrasonic sensor.
It works.
I also designed and 3D printed a little bracket or housing for the ultrasonic sensor. I designed it so that I first could insert the sensor and then push down a little plastic thing to close it off.
Like so.
Then I figured the garage needed some outdoor lighting.
Just some leftovers. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I can see the lighting direct from the sides, so I will have to change that. So my new plan is to move the lighting from top here to over the actual gate, and this way I will not see the lighting direct, just the reflections on the gate.
Just the same as for the little workshop and also the outdoor kitchen that I made in the last video.
Yeah. Luckily I had this laying around. It's a bit smaller LED profile. So this came with some garage cabinets that I imported from China, and in China I guess it's usually very warm, and therefore they like cold lighting, almost like blue light, And here in Norway it's usually very cold, so we like warm lighting. So I'm just gonna swap the LEDs. So my plan is to just do some routing and insert this LED profile inside the edge here. Yep, that's going to be nice. So like so, just like that. So now the light will not be visible from the outside, I mean the actual light, and it will not crash into the garage door. And a nice little touch is the angled edge here, for water easily dripping down and not into the lighting. Perfect. So here it is. So to power the LED strips, I'm gonna use this LED power supply. It's dimmable, but I'm gonna use this simple switching actuator made by Eaton XCOM4. And to house these electronics, I'm gonna use a box that I have 3D printed. I don't know about this, but I did something stupid in the software, I guess, but it should be fine. Perfect. So this will be mounted in like so, and also the actuator. Like so. The lights are working, but I know what you're thinking. It's missing something. Voice control. I'm gonna add this. A smart speaker from Google Home Mini, I guess. And this way I can talk to Johan, and also Johan can talk to me. Let's mount it. Stupid design, but luckily I have this one. Oh, it crashes. I will have to try to remove some of this. Nice.
There'll be light rain there today, with a forecasted high of 64 and a low of 56.
Okay.
Currently it's 63 degrees and cloudy.
All right, thank you. So that were perfect, but I guess you agree this is not very nice looking. So I made this. It's some kind of vent, but the main goal is to let the sound from the speaker coming out. And of course, it fit perfect. Johan, or Johan in Norwegian. His name is Johan. Hey Google, please tell a joke.
What do you get when you put a vest on an alligator? An investigator.
And now it's finally time to mount the gate. So to make the hinge, I'm simply using some bolts like this, going in through this hole and into the bearings that I have installed on the sides. like so. And then I'm gonna add a locking nut on the outside, on both sides, like so. I have added a nut on the inside so I can lock it in the position that I want. Alright.
I must say, it was a good feeling seeing the gate swing front and back with no friction at all, so I just didn't have the heart to stop it.
And then it's of course the motor, a linear actuator made by Vivo. So this is a 100mm stroke and 5mm per second, and it's rated 5 amps and 12 volts. It's of course meant to lift a lot heavier than this little gate, but I guess it will last forever. Inside this linear actuator it's also some end stops, making it stop by itself. And I tried with different setups because I need to match the whole length of the linear actuator and also to make the door stop and start at the correct position. So now it's locked in the down position and I can set it up. I want the hole to be 8mm instead of, I guess it's 6. So I'm gonna try to drill it out. Yeah, that worked great. And of course I don't have a long enough bolt in 8mm, so I'm gonna increase the hole a bit more. The motor like so. It's a bit too long. I'm gonna cut this. I guess it's too short now, but we'll have to give it a try. Yeah, that's nice. And then it should be room for both a washer and a nut. The plan is to have the bolt locked tightly here and have it a little bit loose here. Now it's stuck on this piece, but loose here. So now we'll just mark up the middle here so that this one is somewhat aligned with the framing. And now we can just drill a hole here and attach this one like so. And I can add this. Now it's just for me to align this so that the gate is flush with the panels on the outside when it's closed. And now I can adjust it. So since this edge is quite sharp, I 3D printed this. And I made them so that I could lock them in with some screws, but it seems like a friction fit is good enough. Now I also have a chamfered edge here so that the machine don't get wrapped. Perfect. I'm starting to run out of ideas how to make this overkill, but there is one thing. So I'm gonna mount this IP camera, Reolink E-Series E540, and it's a 360 panoramic camera, so I can move it with my phone. So it comes with a bracket, so that I don't need to 3D print one. I don't know why, but I could see from the app that the lawnmower had quite bad GPS signal. I guess the Segway's instruction should be updated so that they don't recommend having it inside the house either. Trying to improve the GPS signal, I figured I could add a window. I'll try to I don't have the suitable router bit to do this work, so I'm just gonna wing it.
I think I need some paper, like right now. So that's a nice little touch. I printed this. It might say like so, or like this. Like so.
So the lawnmower and the garage is talking together. So if I set a timer for the lawnmower to go out 12 o'clock, the garage door will open first and then the lawnmower will go out. And the gate is never closing before the machine is actually within the house.
Hey Google, klipp gresset.
Hei du din svinpels, ta og flytt deg. Johan skal ut og klippe gresset, så du slipper.
Hei Google, parker Johan.
Hei du, pass på nå. Johan går tilbake til garasjen for en påverna. Johan is getting some news.
And finally, if you like more details about how everything was programmed or want access to the 3D files, feel free to drop a comment. I might put together a full guide with codes, 3D models and everything. And also if you found this video even somewhat interesting, I'd really appreciate a thumb, preferably the one that points up, and maybe even a comment. I would really like to hear what you think about this project. Do you have any ideas for improvements or some constructive criticism? Bring it on. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye.